Hey everyone, we're back with the Topic Tuesday from the Exilva blog. Today I'm joined here again by my colleague Otto. Nice to have you here, Otto.
Nice to be
Thanks. Otto, we're hearing a lot when we're out talking about our product that yes, you have a fast viscosity recovery, but how does that affect the area of leveling? So we're here today to discuss the topic of leveling a little bit because this is interesting. So how would you say that the fast viscosity recovery is affecting the leveling?
So if we think about leveling, so leveling is mainly everything is about surface tension. So the surface tension is trying to reduce the surface area to a minimum, and that applies or that leads to a smooth surface. So it's more about the surface tension and then not directly about the viscosity. Yeah, but then if we think about that, what is kind of resisting the leveling, and there the viscosity plays a role, the yield behavior. So all these are resisting, of course, the leveling. And if we think about that, when the coating starts to dry, so the solvents are evaporating and the viscosity is of course increasing. So then the resistance is growing. So immediately when you apply, the leveling will start, but then all these the viscosity increases, so it starts to act against the leveling.
Okay. Are there anything you can do to cope actively with problems with leveling?
So basically, what you can do, of course, the first thing is that you lower the viscosity. That's the first thing. The other thing is what you can do is you can actually increase the surface tension, but that might be then affecting negatively for your wetting. And then the third thing is to apply a thicker film, because then it takes a longer time to dry.
With the technologies that's been available now, what's the most common way to cope?
So at least in my understanding, the most common way is just to lower the viscosity, so you just make a thinner coating, which of course then gives you challenges on the area when it comes to sagging and so on.
Right, and that's the difficult area, the sag and leveling part, right?
So there comes this balance, what you need to have.
We're working on the cellulose fibrils and the technology of Exilva. Based on your experience with Exilva, how is this? Is it possible to shift this?
So this is actually interesting what we have seen with Exilva. So if we know that you get a longer open time. So actually Exilva prevents the skin formation when the coating is drying. So it enables the solvents to evaporate. And then of course you can also make thicker film, so it prevents also the mud cracking.
Without having the problems with the sag, I would guess, because if you make a thicker film, you also may have experiences with sagging, I guess.
Yeah, you can have problems with sagging and the mud cracking. So this is basically how Exilva is kind of counteracting the problem, and so far we haven't seen actually any issues on the leveling, and I think it's really related these kind of counter measurements what Exilva is doing.
So we typically had one way of doing it. Because of technological constraints, but you always had 3 opportunities on how to do it theoretically, and now we're sort of trying to open the toolbox on the other 2 items in how we can do this. And you say that that the way you can apply the film thickness, etc., is one of the interesting ways to go.
Yeah, and I think it's also good to remember that new technologies, new products, they have a different properties. So like if we still think about that, the effect of Exilva on the surface tension, it has the same surface tension as water. So you have to kind of think about also the way you are thinking, and it's not so straightforward that you compare it the existing technologies.
All right. Okay. So it's not you cannot take out, for instance, alkali soluble emulsion or HEC or whatever, and then take this one straight in and expect that you get the same results, right?
Yeah, probably you need to make some adjustments.
Okay. So cool. So the toolbox is growing, I guess, on this, and especially
Absolutely.
suited also for the water soluble or waterborne products. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Otto, we were talking about cracking and coating film in our discussion today. In this blog post, we have put in our anti-cracking bulletin for you to download if you want to spend some time on that. I also would like to say thank you, Otto, for coming and sharing your competence and information on this leveling with us. And feel free to reach out to us anytime. We're here to help. So until next time,